There's a number of common diapering mistakes that you can make when diapering yourself that you really should try to avoid any leaks or any potential rashes. To start with, don't put the tapes on too tight. When you put the tapes on too tight, it can cause a restriction in the circulation of airflow in the diapers, especially around the leg and hip areas, and this can potentially lead to rashes. Plus, when you put it on too tight, it's just not really all that comfortable. On the other hand, you really want to try to avoid putting the tapes on too loose. Putting the tapes on too loose can lead to sagging when the diaper gets some weight to it. It can also lead to openings in the leg holes, which will lead to leaking. So really, it's pretty important to find that Goldilocks factor that works just right for you, where the tapes are snug enough to hold the diaper in place, but not too tight to cause rashes. Another common mistake that people make is getting any oil or powder on the front of the diaper. Basically, if you're having any tape issues, if your tapes are failing throughout the day, this is usually the most common cause to that issue. So you want to make sure that you're wiping your hands off or washing your hands between applying those products and actually taping the diaper on. Another thing to watch out for is the way the bottom tapes are angled. If you angle them too low, they can dig into your thighs, so you want to make sure you give yourself a little bit of space, maybe even angle them a little bit upward, so that way if any wear and tear happens throughout the day and they get a little bit loose, they end up falling down into a more horizontal position rather than dipping down and digging into your thighs. If you happen to use booster pads, just make sure you place the booster pad in the center of the product, so that way that it doesn't go over the leak guards. This is a common mistake, especially when you're using a booster pad that's actually larger or as large as the diaper, and it can tend to maybe overlap on the leak guards, but you kind of want to fold it up a little bit so it creates a channel down the center of the pad. Another really common mistake is not cleaning yourself up properly. This can lead to rashes, so you want to make sure that you're taking the time to clean yourself properly up in between changes before you put on that next diaper. If you're still new to self-diapering and need to learn more about the different positions you can use, check out this video next. Until next time, stay dry.